This year was quite sparse in terms of major coaster openings. Sure, there were tons of new coasters open, but most of them around the world were small-scale family coasters. For the notable attractions, let's start with Europe. The most notable new roller coasters we saw open here were Hyperia, Voltron, and Mahuka. Open elsewhere, we saw Fianna Force at Emerald Park in Ireland, Choco Chip Creek in Energylandia in Poland, and Vindfald at Tivoli Friheden in Denmark. Moving over to the US, we see a very similar story. There were at least 2 Vekoma family boomerangs, 2 B&M family coasters, a family wooden coaster from Gravity Craft, and a custom RMC family coaster. Probably the largest roller coaster opened in the US was Iron Menace at Dorney Park. I'm choosing to ignore Top Thrill 2 because it really only lasted like 2 days. For new credits, this was an expensive year for Katie and I for one simple reason. We got married. We still managed to sneak in one trip this summer where we visited Six Flags Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, and Disneyland. This was extremely light on new credits for me. Since Wonder Woman was closed at Magic Mountain, there were no new credits for me on this trip. We did take our honeymoon in Leavenworth, where we got our credit on the Tumwater Twister. I personally also got my credit on the Classic Coaster at the Washington State Fair. For Katie, everything at Magic Mountain and Disneyland counted as new credits, and because it closed the last time we went, we made up for her missing credit on Accelerator. Next year is most likely going to be a similarly light year as well, but at the very least, we still did manage to get a decent amount of new footage and photos for our videos. Here's the saddest part of them all. In order to pay respects for the fallen, let's take a moment of silence. Rest in pieces. You will all be missed dearly. Fortunately, this year was mostly uneventful when it came to major incidents. The most notable one has to be from the man who walked into an unauthorized area at Kings Island in order to retrieve something that fell off of him, thus leading to his untimely death. This is why you practice common sense around roller coasters. Don't be like this guy. Next was something much more recent. At Castles and Coasters in Phoenix, Arizona, a man stepped out of the roller coaster car and walked down the lift as it was ascending. He did this because his lap bar restraint came undone and he was not ready to die that day. Fortunately, nothing major happened to him, although I'm sure the settlement check will be a nice prize for him. Looks like that was mostly it. Thank goodness. The only major thing that happened here was pretty insignificant, all things considered. I almost didn't even mention it because of how small of an event this was. What, you want to hear it anyways? Okay. Yeah, the Cedar Fair and Six Flags merger. Turns out that's not small at all. Now there is a singular company in control of a massive amount of amusement parks all across North America. Obviously, with the newly announced $1 billion in investment across the entire chain in their parks, there's going to be some major changes. It'll be really interesting to see how this all pans out next year. Let's go through some of the most major announcements for new coasters coming in 2025. I can tell that this is going to be a big year, so I'm really excited to ride some of these new coasters. As you can tell, this year was somewhat stale in the amusement industry, except in a few key ways. Fortunately, 2025 is shaping up to be a great year for the industry since there are so many new and great coasters on their way. To sum 2024 up, it was a holdover year. One where some developments happened, but nothing too major, all in preparation for what's to come in 2025 and beyond. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below and hit that bell icon. Special thanks to our Patreon supporter, Future Collective. $1 a month helps me bring even more content to you guys, and I even have some exclusive content coming, so check it out. Check the description below to find links to the rest of our pages. Thanks for watching the video, and ride on, Coaster Maniacs!